going on, everybody? Welcome to another video, Truck Nation. This one is going to be for you guys today. I'm going to try to avoid all these puddles. But yeah, behind me is my 2018 GMC Canyon. We got the all-terrain X package on it, and I feel like I've finally broken it in. I've taken it off-roading a bunch of times. I've gone on a bunch of mini road trips. I have put like 2,000 miles on it finally. So now I wanted to give you guys a proper tour introducing the new truck to the channel. So let's go check it out. Like I said, this is a 2018 GMC Canyon with the all-terrain X package on it. That means this thing comes trail ready straight from the factory. So we have four-wheel drive, we have some skid plates underneath it, off-road suspension. This particular package, actually, this is called the all-terrain X package. The X part of the package means the dealership has installed these all-terrain tires, those side steps right there, the bed liner. I also have all-weather floor mats on the inside of the truck, front and back, which are really nice to have when you're off-roading and you get out and step in the dirt and get back in the truck. Cleaning it out of the fibers of the carpet is a nightmare, so I'm really glad I have this, or have those inside. So anyways, this truck is amazing off-road. It is very off-road capable to an extent. You will notice that there is quite a lack of front-end ground clearance right there, and it mainly has to do with that plastic piece called the air dam. So I've measured it. I have 8 inches between that piece right there and the ground, and that is actually terrible. So I've hit it pretty much every time I've taken it off-roading. In fact, I think it's kind of hanging off on this side over here. It's all scratched up. So yeah, kind of broken a little bit, but that kind of leads me to the next thing that kind of sucks, and that's going to be the rake. So as you can see, the wheel well, there's less gap on this on the front than there is in the back. So the truck is pointing nose down a little bit, so the front end is angled down. And I don't know why trucks and SUVs have that. I'm sure it's for good reason, probably aerodynamics or performance. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, to be honest. All I know is it doesn't look good, and it doesn't help with the issue of the front end ride height. That'll be fixed very soon. In fact, I have 2 mods on the way. Speaking of modifications on this truck, I have 2 mods on the way. They're coming this week, so stay tuned for next week's video on that. Not telling you guys what it is, but hint hint, this truck is a little bit quiet. I've said too much already. Enough ranting about what I don't like about this truck. Let's talk about things that I actually do like. We have a locking tailgate, which is amazing to have. Unfortunately, no, it does not lock and unlock with the key fob here. You have to do it manually. There is no like electronic mechanism in there to do it for you. You have to do it with the key. But just like that, it's locked, now it's unlocked. Simple as that. Also, I love how like flush the backup camera is to the handle. So it looks really good. Also, this camera is, the clarity is amazing on the 8-inch screen inside of the truck. Looks super good. But my favorite thing about the tailgate, easy open. I love that so much. It's so like, if you have something in your other hand and you go to open it, normally these things are super bulky and kind of heavy and awkward to carry down. So, you know, it's just nice having a tailgate that does that. Yeah, that's super nice. I also like having these steps right here. It gives you a ton of leverage to hop in the bed of your truck, which is really cool. That comes in handy quite often. Also, I have the tow package, and this truck tows up to 7,000 pounds, which I think is extremely generous for a mid-sized truck. Let me avoid these puddles. Okay, there's a lot of water down here. I think overall though, this truck looks amazing. GMC's kind of always, to me, did it a little bit better than Chevys, given that their target market is like the executive group. So they're a little more like elegant, a little more like luxurious, a lot more attention to detail, and overall, I just kind of feel like they're higher quality. So it's kind of my opinion. That's why I opted for the GMC. But let me take you guys on the inside, show you the interior. Now, first thing you'll notice, I have a ton of red stitching everywhere. So it's right there in the seats, all the seats, in the door, on the dash, center console, steering wheel, pretty much everywhere. I also have the Bose premium sound system. So you get the weather app, you can check the weather, traffic, truck comes with Pandora. The backup camera, that's super cool. So you can turn the backup camera on for as long as you want to. As long as you're not in gear, you can turn the camera on as long as you want. But if you are in gear, say you're cruising down the highway, and you want to hit the backup camera will turn on for 8 seconds at a time and then go back to the main like home screen or whatever you were on before. And it gives you enough time to check on whatever you're towing or like whatever you need it for. There's also a marketplace to get whatever app you want, but the truck came with Fox, People, New York Times, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and all that good stuff. OnStar, of course. Let me show you guys the navigation actually. So navigation's really impressive. Most navigations, even in late model like luxury cars, suck. They're so hard to use. This one's super straightforward. So just hit destination. If you know the address of where you're going, hit it there. I normally use points of interest. So hit points of interest nearby. You can either spell the name of wherever you're going, because you can type in and out. But it brings up fuel and auto. We have food and nightlife, travel and lodge, shopping. Let's hit fuel and auto and then gas stations. So it'll bring up the closest one first, which is going to be a Chevron 0.7 miles away. Just hit that, and then you can either call wherever you're going or just hit go.
The route calculation is complete.
And just like that, you're on your way. Cancel it just like that. Easy as that. So it says V6 right here. Now, if you're coasting down the highway or you're just easy on the pedal for long enough, it will kill 2 cylinders and turn it into a V4, which is super cool. It gives you even more efficiency. Over the last 570.8 miles, I've averaged 15.5 miles per gallon, and I am by no means easy on the pedal, so I think that's very generous. But like I said, stay tuned, mods are on the way. It's gonna be a baby build, nothing too crazy. I'm not doing like a 4 or 5 inch lift on this thing with 37-inch tires. Bigger the tires, bigger the problems. I want to keep this one kind of mild, but at the same time, you never know because things always change. Minds always change when it comes to mods on the trucks or cars. So, yeah, nothing like my last Jeep though, where I had 35s on that thing with a 3.5-inch lift. This one's going to be a little more mild, a little more mellow, but it is going to be a complete transformation at the same time. So stay tuned. I will catch you guys on the next video. Later.